Let's talk about one of the most overlooked gifts you can give a senior, and that is an e-bike. Not because it's flashy, not because it's a gadget, but because it quietly solves a lot of problems at once. E-bikes get people moving again. They quietly improve leg strength, balance, and cardiovascular health, without demanding the kind of effort that turns exercise into punishment. They also help with mental health in ways that are hard to quantify. Fresh air, independence, a reason to leave the house, a destination instead of just another day inside. It's not about speed, and it's not about fitness goals or tracking stats. It's about staying engaged with life. Because once people stop moving, their world shrinks fast. An e-bike gives them a reason to keep exploring instead of slowly settling into a routine of sitting and waiting. To put it another way, this is about adding life to years, and in many cases, adding years to life. E-bikes can generally change the trajectory of someone's later years. Regular low-impact movement improves circulation, joint health, and mobility. It helps prevent muscle loss and reduces fall risk. Mentally, it creates momentum. People with something to look forward to tend to live longer and live better. I've seen it firsthand. Someone who barely left the house suddenly has places to go again. Errands become rides, short trips become small adventures. That kind of engagement matters more than people realize. Now let's talk about what kind of e-bike actually makes sense for seniors. This part is important. A step-through frame is a huge advantage. It's not exactly comfortable swinging a leg over a tall bike, especially if flexibility or balance is already limited. Weight matters more than top speed or motor wattage. A lighter bike is easier to handle, easier to transport, and less intimidating overall. Comfortable, upright riding position is key. You want good visibility, relaxed shoulders, and no pressure on the wrists or neck. Simple controls matter too. The fewer buttons and menus someone has to think about, the more likely they are to actually ride the bike. Folding bikes come up a lot in this conversation. They sound perfect on paper. Easy storage, easy transport. But in reality, many folding e-bikes are just heavy, awkward, and not very pleasant to move around when folded. Some weigh more than full-size bikes and feel like wrestling a suitcase full of bricks. That doesn't mean folding bikes are bad, it just means that they are not automatically the best option. Trikes are another common recommendation. For riders who truly cannot manage balance anymore, a trike can be a great solution. They remove the fear of tipping over at a stop. But there are trade-offs. Trikes can flip if taken too fast into corners. They're wider, heavier, and far less portable. And storage and transport becomes a real challenge. If someone does go the trike route, they need to understand that it is more like owning a small vehicle than a bicycle. So why do seniors actually enjoy riding e-bikes? Freedom, exploring neighborhoods they haven't seen in years, visiting parks, riding trails, stopping to talk to people. Some people rig their bikes for fishing, others take them camping or traveling. Some just ride every morning with their coffee and a cup holder on the handlebars. An e-bike removes the fear of getting tired too far from home. If energy runs low, the motor fills the gap. That safety net is what makes the difference. And now let's get into my specific bike recommendations. These are just a few examples. Everyone has different needs, budgets, and comfort levels. But my personal pick is the FreeSky Rocky. It checks a lot of boxes. Step-through frame, huge battery, comfortable suspension, integrated rear rack. It's also short enough to fit standing upright in the back of a minivan, which is rare and extremely useful. One of the things that makes the Rocky extremely special is that it is a 20-inch fat tire bike that is not folding and not moped styled. And that seating position makes it much less intimidating for new riders. But there is one thing to be aware of. It has a lot of power in the higher pedal assist modes. That's not a bad thing, but it means that new riders should spend time in the lower assist levels while they build confidence. Once acclimated, that power becomes a safety feature, not a problem. If someone prefers a 26-inch fat tire bike, the FreeSky Wildcat is a strong alternative. It shares a lot of the same DNA as the Rocky. The main difference are the size and weight. The Wildcat is heavier and less portable, but the larger wheels inspire more confidence over rough terrain like sand, snow, and uneven trails. For some riders, that extra stability is worth the trade-off. If the FreeSky bikes feel too powerful or aggressive, there are other solid options. Consider 20 or 26-inch alternatives from Ingwe, King Bull, Electric, or Aventon. They offer more conservative tuning while still delivering comfort, range, and reliability. Sometimes less power actually leads to more enjoyment, especially for newer riders. If a folding bike is absolutely required, my recommendation is the Blix Vika. It's the lightest folding bike I've ever personally tested. The torque sensor does an excellent job of maximizing battery life while keeping the assist feeling natural. And it also includes throttle for times when pedaling just isn't appealing. Everything about the Vika is easy mode. Even the shifting is handled automatically by the bike, so there's nothing to think about. It's not cheap, but if someone wants a bike that simply works without fuss or maintenance anxiety, the Vika is hard to beat. If a trike is a must, the Mooncool TK1 Fat Tire offers solid value. It offers comfort, traction, and stability at a reasonable price. Just understand that once you commit to a trike, portability becomes nearly non-existent. This is a garage bike, not a toss-it-in-the-car bike. And for a budget-friendly option, the ActBest Core Swept deserves a look. It has a step-through frame, relaxed beach cruiser geometry, and a very approachable ride. And it's only around $400, sometimes less when it's on sale. It is not flashy, but it is comfortable, simple, and easy to ride. For many seniors, that is exactly what matters. So what's the takeaway? An e-bike is not about going fast. It is not about specs or trends. It's about independence, confidence, and staying active on your own terms. For the right person, an e-bike can add years to their life. And just as importantly, it can enrich the years they already have left. If you're shopping for a senior, think less about performance and more about how the bike fits into their daily life. Because the best e-bike is the one that actually gets ridden. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can get your senior out there in some fresh air and on an adventure.